posso dizer o X com o som de Z, quando esse X estiver em uma posição intervocálica. O que isso quer dizer? Em uma posição entre duas vogais.
Leões.
Isso, muito bem, muito bem. Som.
Som.
Isso, muito bem.
Sabão. A mão. Bem. Mais.
Mãe.
Mine. What's going on, guys? Welcome to my vlog. I'm Ben. I'm a Peace Corps volunteer in Costa Rica, and I only have 133 days left in my service here. It's a 2-year program, so I'm finishing up. I'm starting to face the reality that I will be returning back to the US, and I need to figure out the next chapter of my life. So this is going to be a little bit of a documentary on that, what I'm going to do next, also the projects that I have in the works right now. And I'm also going to be traveling a lot after I finish my time here in Costa Rica. So I want to record and document those memories as well. I hope that you come along for the journey. Today, I'm in the backyard of my Peace Corps house. I live with a nice family here in the northern region of Costa Rica. And I'm home alone. Today I'm just gonna sit on the back porch and practice Portuguese and work on my app that I'll tell you more about later. There's a toucan. There he is. What up, bro? What up, bro? I like your beak. Now for the Peace Corps part of my job, I'm gonna go walk in the rain to teach my English class to a group of students that come to see me after they leave high school for the day. So none of the students came today. Gonna go home now. I think it was because of the rain, and also maybe there was an event going on at the high school. It's somewhat normal in Peace Corps to have meetings and have nobody come, because at the end of the day you're a volunteer just trying to set up events, and sometimes people are busy. It's just part of the job. So I'm Ben, I'm 23. I've been in Costa Rica for almost the last 2 years. I've learned Spanish. I've been a Peace Corps volunteer, teaching English, helping small business owners, making friends, and teaching people about American culture, learning about Costa Rican culture. It's been an absolute blast. That's how I make my living, my small stipend, which is not a lot. I don't buy a lot of new clothes, don't buy a whole lot of new anything, but it's enough to survive and eat and rent a room in this house. I've lived with a few families. It's been a really cool experience, and I lived alone for a little bit, and now I'm living with a new family that I've met and have been getting to know over the last 5-6 months. What else am I doing? Trying to get jacked. I did a triathlon and ran a ultra marathon. I'm building an app because I'm trying to stay plugged in with AI, and I think coding with AI is really cool. I've gotten pretty good at it. And I'm planning my travels for post-Peace Corps, going to do a little bit of a digital nomad thing while I practice my Spanish, learn Portuguese, traveling through other countries in Central and South America. So that's kind of what I'm doing. That's a quick update on what's going on in my life now. And I'm basically going to be working on my app over the next 3 days because I'm home alone and this is something I really want to finish. That's going to be the end of the vlog today, but I will catch up with you tomorrow and show you what I've been working on. Buenos dias. It's your boy. 8 a.m. about to take a bus. Going with my friend Carlos to do some thrifting. And then the rest of the day we're doing app development. But Carlos is a thrifting god. He invited me to go with him today, so I had to say yes. Carlos me regaló un granadilla. Voy a comerla y tirar la cáscara por la ventana.
a la reina y no haya que matarlas, no haya que llamar a los bomberos.
What you doing in the house? What you doing in the house? At least you're smart enough to know how to get out. Oh, almost smart enough to know how to get out. You got this, bro. I'll help you. I'll help you. He figured it out on his own. He's a genius. The genius frog. Hello, bro. I like your beak. Very pretty beak, bro. What's going on, guys? It's Sunday now. Yesterday I did nothing but watch #Brady all day. It was a nice, relaxing day. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he's a hilarious British travel YouTuber. I had never seen his videos before. I found them, got absolutely addicted. And yeah, this is a shirt that I found the other day thrifting with Carlos. It's made out of silk. It's totally like a bowling shirt, not super stylish, but it's very breathable and airy. And I think I'm just gonna wear it when I continue to travel in South America as a beach shirt, and I feel kind of cool. It's like kind of airy, but whatever the case. Okay, so today I am finally showing you guys the app that I'm working on. This whole series is kind of just to show the development of this app and my mindset and process while developing it. So today I want to show you what I have so far and talk to you about what I'm going to do in the future, what I'm going to do today, and where I envision this business going. So I'm going to launch a preview. I am using the Windsurf editor. I was using bolt.com to write my AI code for a long time. Then I switched over to Windsurf because I wanted the ability to start to look at my code. I don't really know anything about code, but after coding with AI on Bolt for weeks and weeks and weeks, I got to the point where I started to feel like I wanted to start to look at it if I needed to, because occasionally you run into a problem that you just try prompting over and over again, maybe it doesn't work. And if you get to that point, then you start to feel like you need to look at your code, right? So switch over to Windsurf. The same day I switched over to Windsurf, it was announced that OpenAI bought it for $3 billion. So I was like, okay, well, there's probably gonna be a bunch of money pumped into it anyways, so might as well get used to this tool because maybe this will become one of the main tools. There's been a bunch of like new models coming out. So as you can see here, I'm coding with Claude 3.5 Sonnet, but there's all types of, these are the new ones, SWE1, SWE1 Lite. I'm still gonna code with Claude 3.5 Sonnet because that was working before, and I don't know if these other models are good. I'm assuming they are because they're new, but I'm just gonna use Claude 3.5 Sonnet until it stops working for me, and then maybe I'll switch to something else. So you can see in Windsurf you can open up your preview. So this is my preview. This is what I'm going to use to show you guys what I'm doing. So this is my app that I've built so far. It's called Quantifs. I already bought the domain, quantifs.com, so you can't snipe it from me. Here I have the Quantifs mode. Here I have a weekly challenge mode, unlimited mode, and geography mode. Basically, these are all little quizzes. I'll log in. That's my email. If you want to get in contact with me, go ahead. And yeah, so you can see that they're all different questions. I built the geography mode just because I wanted it personally. It doesn't really have that much to do with the Quantifs vision, but oh, it's not very good to show. Boom. Yes, okay, not bad. Alright, I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead. Yes, stop while I'm ahead. Okay, so that's the geography mode. It's capital cities, flags, and country shapes. Country shapes are definitely the hardest out of the three, but that's just something I wanted myself. Okay, and then I have unlimited mode. The idea for unlimited mode is that it'll be all of the questions in the entire data set put together. So eventually I'm going to be adding questions like week after week after week, so this will become probably over 1,000 questions pretty soon here. The weekly challenge is I'm gonna add the questions in weekly editions, and then after the weekly challenge is over, those questions will be added to the unlimited mode dataset. But for now, the weekly challenge, and it has been for the last couple weeks because I've been a little bit lazy, has been the GDP per capita. And these questions are given with a slide bar. Yes, so those questions are pretty tough, but you start to get a sense for it after you do it a few times because it also gives you the rank. So if you know what the number is for the rank 120 country, and then you get a question for the rank 130 country, you can just decrease it a little bit, start to get a sense for the GDP per capita for these countries. And then the quantiffs mode, which is the main thing I'm working on, is basically the unlimited question data set, but competitive online, 7 questions at a time. And you can see, so I'm on one account, I have a separate account that has open lobbies. I can join, have this little animation, and then, oh wait, definitely need to take the animation off the slide bar. That's, that does not sound good at all. Alright, I'll turn the volume off on that. And then you just go in. Right now, it only has the GDP per capita questions in the online data set, so I need to change it to match the unlimited mode data set. But yeah, that's basically my idea for this app so far. And then if you win or lose, your ELO will increase or decrease. So that's what I have so far. The idea is to start advertising this on TikTok, Shorts, YouTube Reels, start making like little informative videos about some of the statistics that I'm putting into the game as questions, and then driving people towards the game at the end of that short form content. As far as monetization goes, I'm thinking maybe like a $2 to $3 per month membership fee to have unlimited access. But also for now, since it's brand new, it's not even finished yet, everything's going to be free. Also, I think as long as there's not that many users, I'm pretty sure my free subscriptions to hosting and all that stuff will cover it. So I don't really need to worry about the finances as of yet. But that's my idea. And in the future, I want to try to create a daily challenge feature, which goes and uses AI to scrub a bunch of news sources, take those news sources, turn the articles into questions that can be fed as like statistics questions, and have that be a daily challenge so that the users come every day, they play those questions. I would have to get up at like 5 a.m. every day, check the questions, make sure that they are reasonable. And then that can be kind of a way to do the news every day instead of having to listen to a long podcast or read the news, which of course you can still do that, but maybe one way to reinforce it would be to play this daily challenge, maybe have the daily challenge be an online competition as well. Yeah, so for example, like if there's a big trade deal, the question can be like, how many billions of dollars was X trade deal? Or, you know, whenever there's some sort of number, you can somehow turn that number into a question, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. So the idea is to reinforce these numbers, help people to build a global mindset through their statistical knowledge. There's people cheering for me in the background. Just kidding. Those people, so the town I live in Costa Rica is actually about to enter the first division for the soccer league in Costa Rica. So if they win this game, I'm pretty sure they will start to play the best teams in the country. And for a small town in a rural place, if we started to have the best teams in the country come to our town, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, come on, that's awesome. So I forgot to buy my ticket, but sounds like we're winning because there's a lot of cheers going on. It's also so hot here, I'm sweating a lot. But it's so hot here that most of the teams, when they come here, they get exhausted before our players do because they're just playing in a heat and a humidity that they're not used to, and also they had to take a long bus ride to get here. So, yes. Alright, that's all. That's gonna be the end of this video. I'm gonna do these changes that I just talked about and start to implement some new questions. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's the first of many, and I will see you in the next one.